Good morning or good afternoon, awesome third graders. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, for the morning meeting, I'm going to be reading a short story called The Grasshopper and the Ants. This story is based out of the book called Aesop's Fables, and Aesop's Fables are stories about animals. They are all written within the same book, and they have a moral or a lesson in them. Um, while I am reading, I want you guys to think about the characters in the story, the setting in the story, the problem, and the solution. And I'm not going to have you guys fill out this chart. We're going to be going over it. So while I'm reading the story, just think about what the characters, the setting, and the problem and solution are. And then after I am done reading, we will see if you guys had the right idea or not. So this story, as I said before, is called The Grasshopper and the Ants. And here's a picture. So you can see the grasshopper is up there sitting on the blades of grass, and the ants are carrying the corn cob. One fine day in winter, some ants were busy drying their store of corn, which had gotten rather damp during a long spell of rain. So when it says store of corn, it's talking about the corn that the ants have stored. Presently up came a grasshopper and begged them to spare her a few grains. "For," she said, "I'm simply starving." The ants stopped work for a moment, though this was against their principles. "May we ask," said the ants, "what you were doing with yourself all last summer? Why didn't you collect a store of food for the winter?" "The fact is," replied the grasshopper, "I was so busy singing that I hadn't had the time." "If you spent the summer singing," replied the ants, "you can't do better than spend the winter dancing." And they went on with their work. All right, so let's go over this chart. The characters in the story were the grasshopper and the ants. The setting of the story was the winter time. And that's all we know. We could have said maybe it was in a field because it looked like it was in a field. We could have said a meadow or in a garden because you've seen like the blades of grass and a couple flowers. But all the story told us was the winter time. So we're going to keep it short and simple. The problem was the grasshopper was simply starving. And the solution to this, what is the grasshopper will have to find her own food because the ants are not going to share. All right, so you guys should have a chart like this week to fill out. If you already done it, excellent. If not, it'll be set up just like this. You'll just have to write right below where it has the characters, setting, the problem, and the solution. I hope you guys enjoyed the story for this morning's meeting, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.